Hey, 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 hey. So, surprise,
Happened.
everybody. Hopefully, you have all your notifications on. You know this guy on this side over here, whichever side it is. From the second show I did, Mr. Jesse. How you doing?
Doing.
Doing?
I like that.
Jesse, I got a text message at like lunchtime, like, hey, you want to go live? I'm like, what time? I was like, let's do it. Hey, trucker.
Well, yeah. I mean, I just wanted one more. That's the last time I'm going to talk about it, because I just don't want to keep talking about it. But like, there is a financial shift coming up here, right? We see everything going on with more gold than ever on record being shipped into the United States, right? Why do you think they're doing that? That's not a person buying gold. That's too much fucking gold, dude. That's nobody but like the Fed or the Treasury. That's the government, right? And
Yeah.
what are they doing? Maybe they want it to look good. Maybe we don't have any gold, right? Maybe they just want some gold for the cameras. I think we have more than we like have on the books, right? Like we have all
So, you
Gaddafi's
think it's like
golds. We
our
have
own secret Cayman Island kind of deal?
I mean, I don't know. You see all the other stuff going on. We're so shady. Like, there might not be any gold there, right? Like, it wouldn't
Yeah.
surprise me at all if the Bushes and the Cheneys have all Saddam and Gaddafi's gold, and like the Clintons. You know what I mean? But I know for a fact there was lots of gold in both of those places, and we took that shit. So, because a lot of the gold all the gold that's on our books, that's at 38 or $48 on paper, whatever it is. That's not like That's not like 4 nines fine gold. It's not pure 24 karat gold. They call them coin bars, where it's like, that this is all the gold from when they confiscated everyone's gold. So it's all melted down jewelry and shit, coins. So it could be anywhere from 90 to 97% pure, So all that gold
That's
has to
crazy.
the gold weight is there, but there's extra weight of metals that aren't gold, right? That are in there. So that all has to be melted down and cleaned up, refined. So there's just and with all the money that they're finding stolen, right? Like there is no way in this day and age to make that system honest without putting it on the blockchain. It's the only way to do it,
Yeah.
right? It's the only way. That's the only way. It's the only way to
So then
keep the
what
gold.
do they do with the gold after everything gets put on the blockchain?
Well, the same thing. It gets put on the blockchain, right?
Yeah.
So
And it still just gets stored there.
yeah, they gotta refine. It's just a way for you to be able to see the gold on your computer, right? And anyone can access it
Yeah.
at any time. So they could put like I mean, I guess there's a bunch of ways to do it, but they could put like a QR code on each bar. I don't know if you can engrave it, but there can be a QR code and a serial number and all these things attached to each kilo bar of gold.
Hmm.
Right, and then you scan it in, and it's registered on chain. That's the only way to clean up all these government payments, right? Like I saw the thing this week where it was one dude in like Alabama, and he was getting social security checks for like 30 something people.
30 something people all at the same
Yeah,
address?
I don't know if it was all at the same address. I know that they were all different people though, and
That's crazy.
this dude was just like on the account.
Wow.
So that all has to stop. So and what they're doing, what the Doge people are doing right now are the technology that they're using to find all this shit lickety split. This is Palantir and like Elon's AI and Pfizer. So remember the interview I told you to pull? Um, Jesse Waters interviewed Howard Lutnick.
Yeah.
He's the Treasury Sec. Is he the Treasury Secretary? What is that guy? Hold on, let me look it up because I don't want to say the wrong thing. But whatever Trump appointed him, his position before he was appointed was the head of CEO of Pfizer. So Pfizer, we can probably find on this Ripple home. It's not actually Ripple. It's like a XRP home.
Are you gonna pull that cool thing up that you showed me tonight?
Because I don't even know how to explain it, and this is weird. So I've asked I've asked a few people that I've communicated with in the past, like on social media, like that I know are super knowledgeable about this whole industry and specifically XRP. Like, hey, you ever heard of this? Because this is crazy. Like I've never seen anyone show this before, and
Yeah.
I've been going through it for like days, and I'm not even all the way through it. So you can see that, right?
Yep.
All right. So you can see the website up here, map.xrpl slash or dash commons.org. And this brings you through all the different things. So I can go into look at all the identity ones, XRPL passport. It'll give you a brief description. See here where it says grant recipient. Ripple gives
Yep.
grants to people building on Ledger. So you can read this XRPL passport. So these are all digital identities. And then I can go to the site from here and like dig further, right? Where are we? Oh, it didn't change when I went to the site though, right?
Yeah, up at the top, you have to click like share this screen now or whatever it says.
Okay. So you keep going down. You got all your digital crowdfunding, digital identity, decentralized finance, and I bet you people watching these read through all these names, and you're gonna see some like, oh, I know that company. These are decentralized. This is like all these are exchanges where you could buy like First Ledger meme coins on XRP, X Magnetic, Sologenic is like a bridge. These are all different exchanges where you can buy XRP and assets on the XRP ledger. ESG and sustainability. I don't really particularly care about that. Gaming and music. Like I don't think people understand. Every you're gonna own all of your data, right? Like there's gonna be no more record label fucking over some starving artist. You know what I mean? They're gonna own their whole catalog, and it's all gonna be on the blockchain. I mean, casino
So
coin
if
has been
like
around. That's been around for a
Jesse
minute,
had his
and
own album, you would have your own little thing and you would get paid.
yeah. So I'm not like tech savvy enough to understand how it works, but it's essentially yeah, proof of ownership, and then all these smart contract. I mean, XRP doesn't have smart contracts built into it natively. That's what like this bridge Sologenic does. Uh, but I mean, they can change that in the future because they just put these amendments forward, and then as long as a certain percentage, I forget what it is, 80 something percent of the validators vote for it, then it changes. But the interesting thing in here is, but different investment platforms. This Pi Wallet, this is like sometimes you hear people saying, "Oh, they uh, they're putting gold on the XRPL." It already's on there. Let me go back to that. Yeah, it's already on there, and it's where did that go? We'll just go back here for now. Uh, but yeah, you can go in here and then you can read more about it. What I wanted to show people was right here. This is the key thing: on-demand liquidity users. So this is how Ripple is Ripple the company, right? And X Ripple and XRP are two different things. XRP is a blockchain that is a public blockchain. It doesn't belong to Ripple. They just they just own most of the not most of they own a large portion of XRP and they use it the financial products that they build utilize XRP to work. Right. So these are major banks, dude. SBI, massive bank. Siam Commercial Bank, massive bank. SAB, massive bank. NEOM, also massive bank. These are like, you know, um, switching money, people traveling or moving money internationally. But you got banks all over the world here. This is not
So
like,
would you have to, if you invested in like XRP, like I know you and Paul and stuff do, if you travel overseas, do you have to like alert them just like you at a regular bank? And is there like a currency change? Or does it
No,
depend
so
where you go?
it probably depends where you go is probably the right answer to that, right? But
Yeah, that's what I would think.
you it's kinda hard, right? Like, if you can remember your 24-word passphrase, then you can travel with any of your crypto in your head,
Yeah.
right? Because I would need to write it down or have it physically somewhere. You
Mhm.
never want it on your phone or an electronic device, right? But then, oh, you're in some crazy country, they run your shit, and they're like, "Oh, look at there's these 24 words right here. Let's plug those in and see what this idiot's got," you know? So I haven't had to travel like that yet, or I've never traveled with my passphrases.
Yeah.
But yeah, ideally, that's what it is. That's what XRP does. It's like it's a currency conversion tool or a value transfer tool, right? So you can take anything. You can take a house and make a fucking house token or a gold token or whatever you want, right? Even like the meme coins. There's so many different things. Um, you got notaries on Ledger. So now, right now, you got to go to your physical notary and get the fucking stamp.
Yeah.
This will change that. You're gonna have a digital identity
Oh.
that like once you're logged in to your Twitter, your Facebook, whatever, dude, all these social media sites are about to become interoperable as far as value being able to transfer between them and
Mhm.
and people owning their data. And I don't know how long it takes to get there, right? But I that's why I wanted to do this. I wanted to come on here one more time and just tell people like, dude, told you when it was 50 cents. Most of you didn't buy the shit. I'm just trying to help you out. Don't buy it. I don't really care. I'm just trying to help as many people as I can because
Yeah.
I really think that this thing is going to crazy values, right? Like it's the real Bitcoin. Bitcoin's like a VCR, dude, and XRP is like Netflix.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
feel
even
like
comparable. You can't I mean, I suppose you could. It would just be retarded of you and a waste of money and time. Like you could put other I don't even know if you can actually, right? Put other things on the Bitcoin network. I don't think you really can.
no.
No. And it's so slow and shit. Like why, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so slow. It takes all this energy. You gotta mine it. The XRP is not like that. It's all pre-mined. It already exists. All it takes is electricity. Like it literally doesn't even take the internet. You can send transactions offline using radio waves or radio signal.
Oh.
And I'm not. I don't actually have. I bet if you Googled it while I was showing other shit, you could find how they explain how they do it. It's fairly simple. Well, it looks fairly simple. Here, let me show you. And that's what it is. Like
What would
right now there are 13 XRP ETFs applied for, like electronic trading funds, right? And when people
Mhm.
buy those, so like the company will maybe say, okay, if you buy, and who knows how they're going to do it, but they could say, okay, for every one share of this ETF or ETP that you buy, it's worth however many 10 XRP or 100 XRP, and then they'll price it accordingly, right? But for all of those XRP, that company has to go buy the actual XRP on the open market and keep it while for 1 to 1 for all of the shares of their ETF that they have out sold. So that takes tons of it off the open market, right? And kind of creates if they all get approved at once or close together, that's 13 of them. That's just right now. There's probably more just a run on the XRP. And the lawsuit with the SEC is about to end. They did it's a fake lawsuit. It's the same thing they did in Tesla that they did to Amazon. Like they already know what the outcome is. The Gary Gensler that brought he Gensler didn't actually bring the lawsuit. He just saw it through. Another guy named Bill Him brought it, but Gensler was teaching at MIT. You'll find videos of him like describing what the SEC did to Ripple. Like, oh, if you're too
Interesting.
good, these companies will fucking slow you down, basically, you know? And he explains it perfectly how it's like it instantly converts currencies and cross-border payments, and you can send billions of dollars like that instantly. It's just here,
It's like
there,
stuff you
done.
see in the movies.
For like next to nothing, literally next to nothing. That I heard a thing today, to send $1 trillion in our current system, it would cost you like, dude, tens of millions of dollars. It was like 20 or
Yeah.
20 something million dollars to send that same $1 trillion in XRP. It would cost you like 25 cents to $2 or something. It's not even comparable.
That's cheaper
And I'm
than
not,
Venmo.
listen, I'm not saying that the XRP ledger, no, there isn't one coin that's gonna come in here and everything's gonna go on it. There's too much shit.
No.
There's too much, there's just too much to keep track of. There's too much value, like, and it's gonna be a handful of these instant settlement ISO 222 coins. So that's a financial messaging standard that was supposed to, the date keeps getting pushed back. And it was March 10th for a while, not that long actually, because it got pushed back from something else to March 10th. Then now it's like July. It's sometime in July, and they'll probably push it back again. But that's when the whole world's supposed to be ready to go with this shit. And that's what the ISO. There's more to it than that. What it is though is that it's that instant settlement, no waiting 3 or 4 days for a payment, no payments getting lost. You know what I mean? Instant
Gosh, I'm
settlement.
afraid if this happens, what's gonna happen to the boomer folks that have no idea how to use, I mean,
Well, that's
like my
they won't even.
grandparents or my stepdad, they don't even know how to bloop their phones.
Well, dude, if you can't figure out how to tap your phone to pay for something, then I mean, you might as well just die. I don't know what to say. Like, you don't know how to touch your phone to something, dude? Come on. That's all you gotta do is
Oh,
touch your phone. You don't like that, and that's what it's
I
gonna be.
know.
People aren't even gonna know that they're using it, right? Right now, if you
Yeah,
have, oh, you got PayPal and I got Venmo, like we can't interact. That's about to
yep,
go out the window. It's all about to work together. You're gonna be able to send a Facebook to fucking Twitter payment or something. It's same thing with
that would
content
make things
creators
a lot
getting paid.
easier.
Just the world is about to change. That's all. And you heard here. Let me share my screen again. Let me pull up. Just like, dude, Twitter is crazy since Trump has got in. Just like, I'm just gonna go on my timeline. Where are we? Uh, what do you think of the new Grok?
I've only used him for like 2 or 3 things. Um, I don't know. I know we're moving into that way. I feel like it like a boomer when I talk like this, but I still don't want my information like anything you ask it like Google. I mean, I'll ask it to make me
Yeah,
like stuff like that or answer like if the kids have a math problem that I can't do, then I'll plug it
I,
in and stuff like that. But it's
I've
still
messed
not
with.
something that's in my mind to use every day. I don't need it in my everyday life, you know what I mean? So I feel like that's why it's kind of there, but not used for me.
Yeah, yeah. I use it with school all the time, not to write papers because they run it through there, but to like outline shit and give me ideas. It's pretty good. Um, so this, I just saw this before we got on. Doge stopped an annual payment to Obama for 2.6 million for royalties associated with Obamacare. He's been collecting it since 2010, a total of 39 million. Like, dude,
Of our money.
yeah,
That's bullshit. I think his daughter got something
no,
too for something.
yeah, she did. I saw that. So, Chad Steingraber, here come the payment system rebuild, right? And this is exactly what's happening. So, Trump signs executive order fully implementing Doge's government waste cutting initiatives. So, basically, fully implementing this tech from Palantir, Pfizer, and fucking Elon to just scan everything, find all the crap. Um, each agency head shall, with assistance as requested from the agency's Doge team lead, build a centralized technology system within the agency to seamlessly record every payment issued by the agency pursuant to each. So that means that they are going to put every agency is going to be on the blockchain. So what blockchain are they going to be on? I would imagine it would be different ones that are interoperable that can all work together, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe it's one. I don't know. It would make more sense to me to have different ones do different things, right? Like there's a company called Constellation. The coin is DAG. Uh, hard to find. It's not available on too many places. You can get it though. If you're gonna buy the shit, just make an Uphold account and just yeah. I don't think you have long left. This SEC case with Ripple is gonna end. It could probably tomorrow, dude. It could literally end right now. It could get posted right now on Twitter. Case is over, and then you're gonna see XRP start fucking flying. Or it might take another month. I don't know, but I didn't want to miss it, right? But this just tells you that he just signed an executive order to tell him to put the whole federal government on the blockchain. Pretty much, that's what I get from that first sentence. You know, the system shall include a mechanism for the agency head to pause or rapidly review any payment for which the approving employee has not submitted a brief written justification within the technological system. This comes down to that ISO thing, right? Not really that it's that too, but it's remember how I told you that XRPL could vote and change different features, add features, whatever.
Yeah.
One of those things was clawbacks, where that was never a thing before. So you'll hear the people that want to talk shit about it tell you, "Oh, that means they can claw back or take back your XRP." That's not what it means. That means that assets issued, they can't do anything with the actual XRP itself. Assets
I feel like I
issued
need to write
on
that down.
assets issued on the XRPL, like the Ripple RLUSD, the new stable coin, that can be clawed back. And of course, these financial companies want banks and shit, and they need to be able to do that. They need to be able to claw back transactions. They can do it right now with your dollars. They're not going to sign up for a system where they lose that ability, you know? And it's like,
Yeah,
dude,
that would kind of feel like
it
you're
sucks
going
because
backwards instead of forwards.
we're being digitally enslaved, and it's like, okay, do you want to make out while that happens, or do you just want to get digitally enslaved, right? And it's kind of a trade-off. It's like digital
So we might
enslavement
as well
for
go out with a bang.
well digital enslavement for transparency and some fucking honesty from our government, or not digitally enslaved, even though you already are right now, just not as bad as it's going to get, you know. uh
Oh, those
and that
15
depend
said
But then you're being kept honest, but everyone else is being kept honest too, and I'm sure people will find a way around it. But I don't see a better way of like voting in the future, because these people are going to pull out all the stops, man. Crazy shit's about to start happening. This Epstein thing, I couldn't figure out. I just thought, oh, more fuck games. That's why it hasn't been released yet. Say one thing, do another. But Pam Bondi's talking right now on Jesse Waters. I don't know what she's saying though. So they got it muted. But I read a thing today that was like, oh, that it makes perfect sense that they haven't released it yet, because they have the thing's full of names, right? So why not dangle it over them and make them sweat and get them to fucking vote for all the shit that you want, and then get that stuff through, and then crush them with it, right? You know, after you've squeezed every drop of fucking common sense voting out of them. I don't know if this is true. Military units now searching for George Soros, who's missing. I feel like that guy can't be that hard to find. Uh, yeah, see, it is almost time, and this is crazy too. So John Deaton tried to have them look in this Bill Hemming guy. He's the one that brought the Ripple case. So he tried.
Oh yeah, you said his name earlier.
He just ran against Elizabeth Warren and wish she won. But he alerted Patrick McHenry to all this shady shit going on, and nothing was done. And now Patrick McHenry is partnered with Bill Hinman at where is this place? A 16-ounce, whatever the fuck this is. They invest in software that's eating the world. That sounds good. But
Interesting.
more scumbaggery. But yeah, I wanted to just tell people one more time, like, dude, just buy this stuff, would you? Even if you just get a little bit of it. Get Uphold. Get Uphold. There's XR. There's a couple other ones. There's Velo that's like 2 cents. That is this company's stated goal is they are the XR. They will be the XRP of Asia, or they are, and they're not just fucking around, dude. They're tokenizing all the gold for the country of Laos. They're working directly with the Central Bank of Thailand. They're owned by the CP Group, which is like the BlackRock of Asia. And the shit was already over $2 in whatever 2021, I think. So 4 years ago it was a couple bucks. Now it's a couple cents. You don't think it's going back to a couple bucks? You're fucking crazy. It definitely
Well,
is.
the only
It's
thing that
going to
comes
probably like
down is
10.
I think this year has lots of surprises in store, and I think things are going to go up and down for the next at least year.
Yeah, I think the auditing the
Trying to think
gold,
what
because
all what happens in Fort Knox.
the auditing, yeah, but all the gold isn't at Fort Knox. It's at other places, right? It's at West Point. It's fucking underground in New York City. They got all those vaults that interconnect under like J.P. Morgan Chase and the Fed. Like, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see. Like,
Every time I
there's
think of
if
that,
there's
though, my
more,
mind goes right to Gotham, where they blow up underneath the freaking cities and collapse it all.
yeah,
Like it's
I
going to
don't
be
know.
Gotham out there.
There was a vault. There was a vault under the World Trade Center. Like, what happened to that? Because there's a fucking hole in the ground now.
Two of them.
Yeah. So I don't know. And then if say there is more gold, what does that do to the price of gold? And then do they revalue gold? They have to revalue the balance sheet because it says that it's fucking 38 or $48. Gold's not 38 or $48 or whatever they have on there. Right? So if they revalued all the gold that we allegedly have to the actual price that it is, it gives us like it's like right around $1 trillion, I think a little bit less. And that's not shit, dude. We got way more money to worry about than
Aren't we in the hole
1
more than
trillion.
that?
Yeah, like 36, pushing 37 probably. So
How do you
maybe
even get that bad? That's just insane.
because it's just a Ponzi scheme, you know?
What do they call those things?
And most of that shit is it's all stolen, right? Like we see what all that
Yeah.
money is being spent on. Straight nonsense,
hmm Balloon
you
animals
know?
for clowns?
Yeah,
What?
Obama's getting royalties from government healthcare. Like, dude, what? All all these people need to go to jail. Like, dude, if you
hmm
stole over $1 million, then you're doing 20 and you're not getting out early. If you
Yeah.
stole over 10 million, you're getting 30, right? Like, make
You
it.
put them in like a tax bracket like they put us in.
Yeah, you stole 1 billion, dude, life. With you're
Yeah.
not getting out, you know? You stole multiple billions, you get or you did actual treasonous shit, then you die.
Firing squad.
And you fucking light one fire, you have one firing squad, and the fucking stealing stops. I think it
All
does
live
anyway.
streamed. Might as well
Yeah.
just bring out what was the name of that movie? Volunteers Tribute, whatever that movie is.
And then look, I want to show these too. So this was stuff that I found. Stop screen. This is stuff that I found digging through that XRPL maps thing,
Hmm.
XR map.xrp. So this I've seen before. This is cool. This is just like, so this is all the transactions happening in live time, right? Whoop, shooting around the world, and I can rotate this globe, and it looks like there's a
That's
lot
so
going on right
crazy.
now. It looks like there's a lot going on right now, but come back to this when shit's really popping, dude. This thing is just lit up.
So if like I sent you money right now, there'd be like a colored line for that.
Yeah.
So could you
And then,
essentially like everything that's running by, what are those stable, flat, there's
well,
what's all
I
that?
think it says fiat stable coins, like stable coins like USDC or RLUSD or um USDT. You can see if you slow it down. I forget how to do that.
Oh, that's cool.
I've
The
seen
other
people
one's slowed
slow this
down.
down. These are all XRP orders.
That's so crazy.
It tells you everything that is going on right here. See these payments. The other one is easier to make sense of because it's not. Let me go back here. Stop this. Oh, yes. So this is crazy. So this is nuts right now, right? But here, let me redo this. So that this is just going to start over. I had that map running for a while, right? So see all these different color lines?
Yeah.
I can come over to info. The blue are offer create. So that's like someone saying, "Hey, I'll give you 100 XRP for that NFT or whatever it is. It's an offer for someone out there to accept." The maroon offer canceled. The red ones, like you see all here, these are all payments being made. Escrow related, you don't see too many of those. The yellow one and others, I'm not quite sure what others are, but same thing with this. And now since I refreshed, these are all transactions on there. So like I can go in here and then see how I just tapped on that. See how I can go? I just pulled up that wallet address in the top left.
Yeah.
So then I can see, then I can take this, I could copy this, and then I can go into the XRPL Explorer and know everything about that wallet, right? Like how much XRP is in there, what they just sent, fucking, Here's another one. So, and then this will get bigger. You saw those balls before on the other one. There were
Yeah,
like
like
two
the
big
nucleus.
balls. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, I still don't know what those are. Here's another one, Foreman. But it looks like that's a central, that's probably an exchange, right? There's one central point in here and it's got mad shit going on. So it's one wallet. See it all? Oh,
Just looks, I was gonna say
so then
find it. It's like a video
if I
game.
can get that there, so there now I could rogue whatever. I could copy and paste this address and then go see who
So
they
that's
are.
everything payment issued.
Yeah, so now once I have it locked like that, now I can see all the shit that they got going on right here, which wallets that payment was sent to, how much it was.
That's a lot of stuff. So do you think
I
that would be
know.
like a bank?
In the future, yeah, I would think that would be like a bank. Right now, I think it is probably a crypto exchange, you know? Like
That is crazy.
that's a shitload of people buying XRP from that one place
It makes you wonder why.
because they know what I'm trying to tell you guys. Shit's about to take over the world. It's not just an America thing. It's like, dude, the past 10 years, Ripple's been going around the world, um, making partnerships.
Oh, I've been saying this for a while. If we're seeing something like these AI scary robots that they have now, like did you see that white one where it's just like hanging and moving? They've had that capabilities for at least 10 years. So they've already been making these XRP, Bitcoin, all of those other coins. They've already been doing this behind the scenes for years and years and years.
Yeah, I know it's already done. The system is already laid out, like, right? Like
Yeah.
you there was a guy on, he was like making rounds a couple weeks ago on, like, Fox Business, on different podcasts, Bloomberg, and he's talking about Bank of America's got fucking 80 something patents for blockchain, but well, they're a Ripple partner. So all their
Yeah.
fucking patents are, most of them are probably for the XRPL, because anyone can build on it. It doesn't belong to Ripple. You could launch fucking Moms and Mayhem coin, Mom's Mystery and Mayhem coin, if you wanted to, you know?
That would be so cool. Can
Yeah,
you
that
imagine?
the meme coin thing's a pain in the ass. So you gotta like really spend time in the community, right? Otherwise, it's
Yeah.
just not gonna get traction. Um,
It would still
so
be
yeah,
fun.
I just wanted to tell people, like, you still get a chance, dude. It's still under $3. I don't even know what it's at now. And like I said, there's other ones too. You got XDC. If you just get Uphold, you can buy it all, right? You can buy them all right there. XDC, XRP, Velo, and HBAR, and all that shit. XRP is the only thing over $1. Everything else is under 50 cents. You get Velo at $2. But this is how the whole world is about to change.
You're either got to be ahead of the curve, behind the curve, or right in the middle.
Yeah, I mean, I was too much of a fuck up high school dropout to take advantage of the .com thing, right? And then I
Yeah.
told my friends that Bitcoin was the dumbest thing I ever heard to invest 50 G's in when it was $12, right? So I missed that. I don't want to miss this. I feel like I'm paying attention now. And listen,
It's your turn.
who knows where the world goes, because everything could crash right before they put everything on the blockchain to save it. The whole Fort Knox thing could go really well or really poorly, right? Like, we have more gold than we're supposed to, and that's great. And then everything's booming and it's an actual golden age. But there's no gold there. the fucking the
We're back to
dollar's
the dark
dead.
ages.
Well, yeah, but I don't think we are. I think the dollar would just be dead. And if there was no gold there, then you would certainly see it revalued at, you know, for us to wipe out the national debt with our gold reserves, our alleged gold reserves, they would need to revalue it at like 132 or $137,000 an ounce.
Like, babe, I love you, but my ring is pawned.
Yeah, get dude, selling this thing for a car.
I love you, babe, but we ain't
Yeah,
going out broke.
yeah, I'm gonna get a wooden one.
Right? Just bend a spoon around my finger. Actually, probably a paper clip would fit. I have like the world's teeniest fingers.
Uh,
Ugh. Yeah, I don't even think my girls fit in my rings anymore.
And then the other thing
Crazy.
is, let's not forget about let's not forget about the millions of people that have been pouring in here for the past 4 years. I know that we're deporting, like, the bad ones, right? The gangbangers and shit, people with criminal records, but the
There's a lot of expired visa people that
not even that, dude. The people that came here and like snuck in undetected, if they're worth the fuck, you're not gonna catch them, dude.
yeah,
You're not gonna catch, if they came here and they're funded and that is their goal to cause chaos in
hide
America,
like a mole,
dude. Yeah, to just stay hidden, dude, until, because if they're funded, they don't have to fucking do shit. They can have someone go shopping for them. They don't have to, you know what I mean?
like a Jason Bourne.
Yeah, but like networks of them,
Yeah,
you
like a
know, like,
beehive.
these are people that didn't fucking go sign up for the checks. You know what I mean? They didn't go sign up for a free hotel room. They just got in, and then they got it from there, and that's how they stay low key. And I don't know, man. I just I can't see any country letting millions of people in, especially a bully country like us, and nothing bad happening.
Yeah. It's something's weird. Something is off.
It is.
And even
It's like
like
all this is too good to be true. Like, you know what I mean? Oh, we cut
yeah, I
this,
was
we saved a billion here, a billion there.
yeah,
Everything's great, you know.
look
Trump's
here.
fucking
Don't look
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know. We will see. I wish I worked for the government though, because I would have made myself look so good with that email. I would have been the fucking head of my department by the end of the week.
Uh, uh, I'm just thinking of
Yeah,
what the
so
world is going to look like in the summer.
uh hopefully hopefully good. All right.
I,
Something that there's
something's
big
going to come.
changes that need to take place though, right? Like the gold thing has to get done and go
Are they,
whichever
do we
way.
even
It's
know when they're talking about that? Like, when is that set to happen or take place?
I thought this week, right? And the longer that takes, the fucking shadier it is. You shouldn't have brought it up if you weren't gonna fucking do it, you know?
Hmm.
But they don't seem like they're messing around because they hurry up and brought a whole bunch of fucking gold home.
Yeah. So somebody behind the scenes knows it's coming.
Speaking of that, I want to show you this too. Not even on my profile. It's basically there's where are we? We get ties to the Vatican with our gold,
See, and that's terrifying to me.
and to all kinds of other countries too, right? But
Yeah.
where is this? I know I reposted it because I was just reading it again earlier here. So the Vatican stores their gold at Fort Knox. Fort Knox in the news while the Pope is on his deathbed. Rosie Rios, board member of Ripple, former U.S. Treasury Secretary, wasn't she was in charge of Fort Knox Gold when Treasury Secretary. Rosie meets Pope same month. Vatican wants all its entities to move all funds back to Vatican Bank. Jesuits are a sponsor of Ripple through AXA, whatever that is. Watch what happens next. So like all this
Huh.
stuff it's not nothing. I'm sorry, it's not.
Well, I said that to my daughter today. Nothing is of a coincidence anymore. Everything, I feel like it's a game of chess.
Did you see this? The British cop on rollerblades trying to get the guy.
Guys, it.
Oh.
Yes!
Uh, that's so funny.
And then there's other sneaky stuff going on too, right? Like there was that massive hack from the Lazarus group where they stole like $1.4 billion of Ethereum.
I didn't hear that. What?
But yeah, right? Biggest crypto hack ever. Bigger than FTX, biggest crypto hack ever. And it's like,
I haven't even
nothing.
seen a blip on my Twitter page.
No,
Nothing.
you haven't. You haven't. It was news for like the first day, and then after that started happening, you start seeing massive outflows of Bitcoin. Has been like they have Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs. Well, there's been massive outflows from those ETFs, almost like fucking BlackRock knows that they need to move that money into XRP and these other instant settlement assets that are about to take over the world. Because why else? So why else? Bitcoin is supposedly digital gold. Why the fuck you selling it? Because it's trash and they know it.
Probably selling it to buy the gold bars to restock the reserve.
Probably.
Ugh.
Or they know what's coming. Jamie Dimon just sold a bunch more stock. Like something's coming. You know, it just is. And you don't hear anything about the fucking hack. And they did it. They did it. I don't know how to explain it because I'm not tech savvy enough, but they did it in a way that was like basically like compromised an individual in real life. Like it wasn't just the computer hack.
Oh, like they went after the nucleus on like that map you showed
Of,
me?
of of like a piece of hardware in the real world. Like it would be like I don't know how to word
Oh,
it. I don't know how to word it, but it was like somebody that is part of signing transactions for the company has some hardware at their house or wherever in the office or wherever the fuck they are to be able to sign the transactions for
like
the
a
company's
like a
for the company's wallets, right? Like it's like a multi-sig.
probably on a
And I'm probably
quantum
explaining it
chip.
terribly, but whatever, they compromised that shit in real, like the hardware, allegedly. If you
Mm.
look for it on Twitter, you can find the CEO of the company tweeting out the findings. Bit something, the bit something Ethereum hack. Let's see. ETAC.
Oh, so I think what she was saying on your TV earlier, so 17 minutes ago, Pam Bondi announces Epstein flight and lists will be dropping tomorrow.
Yeah, because people are fucking roasting her on Twitter. Like, oh, what
Well,
happened to
they
this
should be
fucking
if you're
all the
saying
yeah. First day. That's what it said. First day. First day,
yeah,
first hour, all that shit's getting
we're
released.
gonna
So like
hold you accountable.
we're on day 3 there, people. But I mean, at the same time, if it's being used to leverage people to get actual things like done on paper, so it's not just executive orders that can be undone, then
Who do you
okay.
think's disappearing tonight?
I mean,
If
I
that
don't
list
know.
is dropping tomorrow, like Bill Clinton, that blue dress, like
Yeah, I feel like a lot of
somebody,
them I feel like a lot of them though are just so cocky that they think that that's like out of the question that there could be like
do you
people at the door
follow?
with fucking cuffs.
I forget. um, I think it's RFK or no, JFK Jr. I think it's JFK Jr. There's some sort of like, I don't know if it's obviously a mock page, but he like always posts some weird stuff saying like, I think the one he posted last week was like a sign and it said like, those you think are dead are alive and those you think are alive are dead. So like you see Hillary Clinton
Yeah, I saw that.
allegedly it's not really her. But if you think of like Elvis and, JFK, those people are still alive. They're just hidden.
Having drinks with Tupac.
Right?
So here, look at how much bigger it was. Okay, so they didn't include FTX in here. That was a different kind of stolen.
A different kind of stolen.
Yeah, but look at
Uh,
these other. Oh no, FTX is right there. Half a billion, 400 million. So this crashed the market when that happened, as did this. But this doesn't really do shit. I mean, everything's down, but like Bitcoin's still over 80 grand. XRP's still over $2.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's a sign of something shady or a more mature market, which it kind of what it seems like, you know.
Hmm.
So here's the yeah. If you just type it in your search bar, you'll find mad stories about it. North Korea suspected. Like, dude, I don't even know if I believe that. Same thing with the people who's alive, who's dead, dude. I don't know. Who knows?
I feel like I'm the same way. Like I don't know if I believe like
Oh,
anything anymore.
you need to follow this new account, Retard
I
Finder.
do. I
Nice,
do.
dude. Wow, he's almost up to 200. He's only had this account
Well,
for
you
like,
want to know why? Because some witch of a person earlier like said something to him. She was like, "Come back to me when you have 100." Oh, something about 40-year-old bank teller. Blah 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 blah. Come back to me when you're actually famous with over 100,000 likes. So he was like, "Oh, okay," and that was like 17 hours ago, like 3-4 hours ago,
oh
and
yeah,
he was like,
you want to watch
Long
Pam
release.
Bondi say it?
I do.
"Sure."
Let me open
This
this
week
up.
that you have the Epstein files on your desk is when can we see them and what's taking so long to release them?
I do. Jesse, there are well over this will make you sick. 200 victims. 200. So we have well over 250 actually. So we have to make sure that their identity is protected and their personal information. But other than that, I think tomorrow, the personal information of victims. Other than that, I think tomorrow, Jesse, breaking news right now, you're going to see some Epstein information being released by my office.
What kind? Are we going to see who was on the flights? Are we going to see any evidence from what he recorded? Because he had all of his homes wired with recording devices.
Yeah. What you're going to see, hopefully tomorrow, is a lot of flight
Hopefully.
logs, a lot of names, a lot of information, but it's pretty sick what that man did.
Okay, well, we'll
along
look
with
for
his
that.
co-defendant.
Absolutely, and he had help. That's
Who's the
for sure.
co-defendant?
You said last.
Ghislaine Maxwell.
Oh, I feel like I never hear about her.
Nah,
It's
she's
always
nice and
just
quiet.
Epstein, Epstein, Epstein.
Yeah, she's living that orange is a new black life with a girlfriend.
I watched that one, but the what was the other one? The British one there.
Did you ever watch Oz back in the day? Old
No,
prison show.
Matt did, but I watched the one
It's
that
a
was
good
like
show.
Oz, the woman's one.
I didn't see that.
Oh, not. Oh my God. Okay, this is gonna bother me. In prison show.
Yeah, so it sounds like I don't know, man. They're gonna release flight logs. People are gonna every day. That's what I mean. Every day is just crazier. The shit's
Wentworth.
crazier and crazier, and the reaction to the crazy shit is less and less and less. You know,
We're
fucking
desensitized.
plane crashes everywhere. Fuck it, you know. It's just Cash Patel and Dan Bongino are about to tear shit up at the FBI.
I
Like,
hope
dude,
so
those
because
two,
they have said some things that are like, "Hey, if this was me,
yes,
this is what I would do." So you better either put up or shut up.
dude. Now it's you.
Yep.
Now it's you.
You made
This
those
this is
tall boots. If you don't fill them, we want you back out.
That's what I mean. I feel like we're just on this very fine line of things it could actually be like a golden age for America. And, you know, all these crazy people they're just not going to win elections, dude, if it's on the blockchain, right?
Yeah.
Like, and hopefully it goes that way. Things are so good that people just can't deny it and overwhelmingly vote conservative. And we don't have idiots like we have in Massachusetts running our gas bill up. Dude, my gas bill went from like $270 or something, dude, to over $600. Like, what the fuck? I didn't do anything different. If anything,
So
I was
mine went up
stingier.
to like,
I'm being stingy with the fucking heat already.
yeah. Yeah, that happened with so
600.
we don't have gas here. We have electric. But my summer bill with 1, 2, 3, 4 ACs, window ACs, my electric bill is right around 220-ish, 240, give or take. My electric bill now during the winter is 250. And I've only used, according to my bill, 95 watts of usage. The rest of it's goddamn delivery charges.
They're doing that for the electric too?
Yeah. My bill
Wow.
was like $95, and then you added like the $149 or $160 delivery fees, and I'm like, that's more than I used. Almost double.
Well,
I don't.
we'll see. I don't know.
Something's gotta break.
I heard it explained like it's the gas companies because doing it to stick it to her for canceling the 2 fucking gas pipelines. Right? Like, okay, you
Yeah,
want
but
to
they're
cancel
not
the
even.
pipelines? Now your phone's not going to stop ringing. Now people are going to be pissed, you know?
There is. I'll
I
send
don't
it
know.
to you. There is a. Wonder actually if I can send it to myself to show you guys. So if you don't know how many of my peeps are in, I'm gonna send it to our text message on Twitter. I can bring it up, and I'll send this to you as well.
Amy Schneider for the retard finder. Oh, call me when you're at
Yeah.
100K. Now he's at like
Yeah,
170.
that's
He's
what
like,
I
call me when you're at
said.
160. Yes, I love this guy. Because they just what a brilliant account, dude. All he does is just say, "Oh, found one." I think it's great. Yeah, see, look at this is the best lady to
And he's
follow.
gonna make money off of that.
This is the best lady to follow if you're looking for crypto news. She's on point. Nothing about anything specific crypto wise or what would be a good thing to invest in. But news, right?
Love you, honey.
They're just dropping cases.
We gotta do your medicine.
Yeah, this is what I mean. It's like they've come out a couple times now, the SEC, and said, okay, we're gonna have meetings with, this is on the agenda for this meeting, and it's like it's been all cases that have been these corrupt cases that should have never been brought. You know what I mean? And they were just shaking all these companies down for money. Like they'd tell the company would go in, talk to them, tell them what they were trying to do. They'd okay it, like Coinbase. Okay, go public on the stock exchange. You're good, and then they fucking sue them. So they've been dropping all these. So they'll come out and they'll say, okay, this is what's on the agenda at this meeting, and then one day after the same day as the meeting, one gets dropped. The next day, another one. Next day, another one. Well, this week, Ripple was on their agenda, along with Robinhood, Uniswap, Gemini, and now those are all dropped, but not Ripple. See, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, like, and the shit's gonna move up so fast that you're gonna get.
Do you do the same thing I do now, though?
And it sounds silly, right? Because at 50 cents, between 50 cents and $2.50, that's a big difference of how many. Like it was 2 for 1 special when I found it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That it gets significantly less for $2.50, and that's even more so once it's $10, and then once it's
Emma,
$100
please
or
don't do that again.
$50, forget about it. I mean, not forget about it. I guess like I still think it's going to, the guy that built the XRP ledger, David Schwartz, Joel Katz on Twitter, has said publicly that it was built to run at $10,000 a coin. Like that's when it would be at its most efficient. Like if it could do that, it's like that would be enough for it to do. But really, people do the calculations of like all XRP going away because of the ETFs and getting locked up. Not going away, but getting locked up. And then the deflationary aspect to it, where like that little fraction of a transaction fee every time one of those is sent. So like on that map that I showed you, every single time that one of those things is going, that's XRP being destroyed. Every transaction is a little tiny fraction. That shit adds up.
Is that just where you left it from earlier?
Yeah, this is when I refreshed it. The only people that can see this from the very beginning of the ledger, right, is the UNL validators. They're
You
like
keep going like in and out
you
almost.
me.
Yeah. Like muffled. I can still kind of hear you, but you're like muffled.
That might have been over my earbuds. Or I turn this down. Yeah, the people that it's a UNL validator. Like you could be a validator. You can go to a site right now and run a validator on your computer, but you don't get anything for doing it, right? The incentive is because you use the network. You want the network to be fucking robust, you know what I mean? So you contribute to it. And I think it actually would cost you like a little bit of money, not a lot at all. To spin up your own validator on your computer. And I don't even know what you do. I don't think you do anything actually. You just it runs in the background. You know what I mean? You just got to get it set
Yeah.
up.
So they're basically just kind of using your computer as a host.
Yeah, but the UNL validators are like fucking hardware systems dedicated to this shit, to the XRP ledger. But yeah, that you know, I just wanted to come on one more time because I don't want to talk about it when it's fucking $10, right? Because then everyone's like, "Where the fuck were you at when it was 50 cents?" I was here telling you
Like
to
go
buy
back
that
to
shit.
her first show and
Yeah.
her fifth show. It's all on record, guys.
Even before that, even back with like Lou's show and
But
you know what I
Lou.
mean? Yeah.
Yep, I should share this one to the Twitter so Karen can see it.
I gotta get on Twitter.
You're like super muffled.
I know my headphones suck. I gotta go anyway. I got school in the morning.
All
No,
right.
I'd go
Well,
right now. Not go right now, but get to wrapping up. Hold on, let me try to switch these.
Jesse's trying to figure out his earpods. You're muted. Oh,
Yeah, but oh, it's because they're not in here.
I can hear you.
I know, but you're coming out on the thing, and I want you to come out in the earphones.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah. So anytime you come up with something like this, or even if there's breaking news tomorrow or the next day or whatever, and you're like, hey, we need to get this out, just hit me up like you usually do and be like, hey, we gotta talk about this, you know?
Yeah.
And definitely I want you to come on more.
I hope that inspired someone to buy some XRP, right? Even if they just threw $100
Yeah.
at it.
Something, you know, then a couple of cups of coffee, anything at this point would be good just to get your foot wet.
Silver too.
Did I ask you that earlier? Silver, I saw the price of silver was jumping as well.
Yeah, but it's still a little less than half its
You think it's like
all-time
the
high,
sleeper?
right? Well, no, it's not. Its all-time high
Yeah.
was in the 80s. It's like the only hard commodity that is not at its. You know what I mean? Not there is nothing else that it is at the same price or lower than it was in the 80s.
No,
Nothing.
no.
So, because I don't know, the gold thing's weird. Gold's expensive. Gold's expensive, and then what if there's? I just feel like if there's, I don't think it can be worth less than it already is, though. Like, you know what I mean? 3 grand seems like the new floor, pretty much. Even though it's
Yeah.
not. Even though it's not, it's probably like 2,700 or something, 2,800. I don't know. But if there's more gold, does that make it like, does that hit gold, make it go down to like 25 or even 2? I don't know. But silver, they need for too much, they need for too much shit. There's not as much of it as people think. Like, and then does all that shit get cleaned up? All these fake derivatives market. Like, I feel like if everything's gonna get made honest, then everything has to crash first. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there's all the 300 something ounces of silver on paper traded to every one physical one, and the gold is like 100 something. So that's why you see these the Comex and the LBMA being like, "Oh, we're out," and people stopping fucking deliveries. Like, I don't know. Put it on the blockchain, then you can trade it in your little wallet. You don't even have to have it.
Just bloop.
And listen, that would be awesome. That would be awesome if I'd be down for it if you could go in like Ripple did with Singapore back in like 2014, I think. It was either 2014 or it was in between 2014 and 2017. But it was like Ripple, whatever the place was, I forget what it was called, but it was like a bank and you could go in and vault your shit and it was like gold and silver in your wallet. Like you could spend it digitally as cash, but then go in and take it out. Like you had your own little vault in there. So if you
I
can
don't
do that,
remember that.
right? Like if you're gonna make actually back the dollar again with gold or a percentage of gold, then I don't think they'll let us be able to exchange it like you used to, right? To keep them
Yeah.
honest. Like when people weren't happy with how they were running things, people would go give the money back and get the gold. Like happy how they were doing things financially,
Yeah.
Uh, I don't think they'll do that, but there might be private banks that do that. I don't know.
It'll be interesting what tomorrow holds if that list does drop tomorrow. What'll happen to the banks? What'll happen to the
I
stock
you know what
market?
you
Like, I
know
feel
what
like a lot's going to come out of this.
I think that they're not the people that are on the list aren't even going to be that. I don't think they're going to hide, right? I think
No?
they're just going to I think no, I think they're just going to deny, right?
Well, they already got the liberals already brainwashed so much they'd believe them.
Yeah, they can say anything, so they're just going to say nah. They made that up or something. Like who knows?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
He
was on
told
the
you once Trump gets in there, he's just going to write down names and make up court documents. And
yeah, like
I
come
can
on,
see
man.
it. Yeah.
I don't even want to hear from these people anymore.
I know.
I don't. It's just
It'll
like
be interesting.
enough. Dude. Shut up. Well, all right. Well, it was good to come on again.
Thanks, Leah. I know I enjoy when you come on. We're gonna have to do like I said, a fun one with like people are really interested in the crystals and the frequencies. We really got to do one of those.
I know I don't. I haven't been into it lately, to be honest. I haven't been
Oh
ringing my
no.
bell. I haven't been ringing my bell. I haven't been grabbing the
Maybe you should
crystals.
ring that bell tonight and see what happens tomorrow.
No, I bring it to school with me because I go early and I'll do it in the car before. I will. I'll put it in
Oh,
the bag. I'll put it in the bag tonight.
definitely. Thanks, Leah. Emma is supposed to be going to bed, so the dog is hiding with me. She's like, I'm gonna jump up on your lap so she can't lock me in her room. So All right, let me put her down and we'll go ahead and close out this.
Yeah, that intro,
Oh.
that intro that you made is sick. I like it.
I didn't make that. Sean from Third Railify made that.
Oh, he did a good
I
job.
made my own little short and sweet one, which was now I see how terrible it was. And Sean was like, I will help you. And he made that one. And it is like, I showed it to my kids before I like sent it out. And they were like, at first they thought they were like, oh, what show are you making us watch now? You know what I mean? Like they thought it was like a History Channel show. And they were like, wait, did I just see your face? And I was like, this is for my intro. And they were like, oh my God, that's like for a movie, mom. I was like, I know. And then they see my face on this low res laptop computer camera. He did my intro and I have like a short little outro, which I love. But yeah, so he's great.
He did the outro too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll watch it.
Yeah. All right, everybody. So I want to say thank you again for joining Mom's Mystery and Mayhem on your little quick hit live on a Wednesday evening. Hopefully, if you're watching this on replay, please give that button a like, follow, share, hit that notification bell, leave a comment if you can. Greatly appreciated. I will be going live this Sunday evening at 9 p.m. Topic is still secret. So I will see you guys all shortly. It's secret.
Secret? The fuck
It's
is
a
that?
secret. You'll find out.
That's oh man, that's weird.
It's a
I'm
secret.
I'm interested though.
It'll be a good time for sure. So I want to thank you guys again and have a great night. Thank you, Leah, for watching. Good night, love.
Stop the boat!
We're there.
Where?
Here. A small step for mankind, but a giant step for us.